Good morning, lads. I have never built a tree farm before. Sure, I've built that island over there, which has every tree, and I farm it, but I mean like an AFK-able tree farm, whether it's I'm spam left clicking, right clicking, whatever. Never done it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to scour YouTube for some of the best and some of the worst tree farms that there are, see the pros to cons to like all the things. And it's going to go right here in this plot. Let's get right into it. After looking at a dozen different wood farms, I decided to go with Ilmango's farm that was modified by Shulkercraft. Ilmango made like 6 or so videos on different wood farms, so I'm not sure what to link from his, but I'll link the tutorial that I'm going to follow from Shulkercraft. Here's all the redstone bits that I'm going to need, except for coral. I'll go get that when it starts raining. And here's some building blocks that I'll need. And then the black concrete powder is for the floor here. Here's a time lapse of me building up this farm. This will be useful later. Well, it's finished. I think. I haven't actually turned it on to see if it works. I really hope it works, because it came at the cost of all my wood. This is my reserve wood chest. I don't even have a full stack of anything. Good thing that this is a wood farm. Speaking of which, a lot of the wood that I spent went into these chests. These chests can hold 120,960 blocks. Hopefully those will end up being blocks of wood. But, so basically I should be able to AFK for a while and not have to worry about it filling up, because they only had like 2 double chests, which I think is silly, because you'd fill that up really fast. Bone meal. I knew these would be useful. I've got lots of bone meal, thanks to my coal farm. So I believe this is the bone meal chest. This will go up here and end up in here. Surely it won't be a problem if I just fill this right away. And each of the dispensers. I don't know if you're supposed to leave these empty. There's only one way to find out. There we go. All full. And I've got a chest here full. I've also got this shulker box that I'll leave here, also full. This shulker box I'll move to a different spot, but it still has a lot. I am not hurting for bone meal. Lots of bone meal. We'll see how long this lasts. Now this, I believe, is what collects the saplings. Do I push the button or do I flick the lever? I think the button activates the TNT duplicator, which I haven't tried. Let's see if... I think I missed one. Looks like it's working pretty good though. Nothing's blown up unintentionally yet. Let's push the button again. Hey, it actually worked that time. Turns out that was actually important. And it stopped. That's good. And then this lever spits out bone meal. Maybe that glass block doesn't need to be there. Okay, it did end up growing. Wow, I got 7 from that? Let's go ahead and shut it off. How did that happen? There we go. Finally fixed it. There was quite a few things that were going wrong. So for one, this side kept really malfunctioning whenever I tried to grow oak trees because the glass was too high. So I thought I just needed to come down 1, but for oak I needed to come down 2 whole blocks. So now this isn't breaking. Had to rebuild that like 3 times before I figured it out. And I'm hungry. Also, the other trees weren't growing while dirt blocks were right here. So the internet said to switch that, so I did. And now it seems to be working. So yep, now it grows all the kinds of trees. Just like it should. Very good. Although I haven't turned it on with the duper yet. And that is because I want to do like a 10-hour test. So I haven't broken any logs, so in theory all these chests should be empty. But I'm going to run this overnight to see how much I get. What wood do I want to use? Birch would get me the most, but I don't want to build anything out of birch. I would build things out of oak and spruce. I'll do a night of oak, see how it goes. See you in 10 hours. Actually, before we start, we should make sure that we have plenty of bone meal for the whole night. So I'm just going to add a ton of double chests just to make sure we definitely make it all the way through the night. I'm going to fill all of these with bone meal. Hopefully we don't run out. So I ended up staying up another 2 hours last night just trying to get this thing to run without crashing, but it wouldn't. And after I fell asleep, it crashed like maybe 10 minutes after I fell asleep, so I didn't get to AFK at all. But I worked on it a lot today, and one of the solutions that I found is this. I've got my render distance cranked all the way down, because one of the chief reasons that it keeps failing is lag. So there's a lot of things that have to move in one instant. As soon as the tree is grown, so many different things are happening. It causes a huge lag spike, which kept crashing the world. So hopefully having the render distance down this low will make it functional. I was able to run it for a solid 2 hours. So I won't look at the rates yet because I want to see all 10 hours together. But something I want to note is it went through a lot of bone meal. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 2 shulker boxes. That's 5 double chests of bone meal. Granted, a lot of that was used during the crash attempts and all that stuff. Also added this because I'm going to have loads of saplings. And I don't know if I looked in this chest yet, but saplings. I don't think I can actually run acacia in this farm, but I brought some just in case I want to try it and rebuild this for the 500th time. But yeah, now I'm going to do something very risky and try and get my camera account on. And it's on. Now you can really see the render distance. It's almost perfect. Yeah, it is. Look at that. It's the perfect for the little sphere that I've got here. That's cool. It's very cool. Alright, so now, unfortunately, I don't have an auto clicker. When I say I AFK'd for 2 hours, I mean I put a weight on my mouse to let it run. So I'm going to hold the camera here and turn everything on. I'm going to start by hitting this button here, which will activate the TNT duplicator. There, the TNT should drop down. Very nice. Now I'm going to turn on the bone meal dispenser. And I just hold right click right here. And it hasn't crashed yet. It's thinking about it though. Huge lag spikes. But it's still going. Yeah, I don't think I want to attempt it. I really don't want to have to rebuild this for the 500th time. But I'm grateful for the little bit of footage that I did get. Very cool. Yep, so I've had to rebuild this part here multiple times because it would end up in like a staircase shape. I should go ahead and shut off that duplicator. It ended up in like a staircase shape, and it was just all kinds of messed up. And the duplicator blew up a couple times, so I know where all these blocks go. I've placed them each a dozen times. Yep. So now I just need to find the proper time and way to get my hours in. I don't think I can run it all night because of the bone meal problem. I've already got all these double chests, and I suppose I could add another row of double chests here. Don't think it'd interfere with that. So that'd be possible, but still, then I would only be able to run it for like 4 hours consecutively. And I don't want to run it overnight and have the bone meal run out, because then I won't know exactly how many hours that it ran for. So that's where I'm at right now. I'll probably give it another 2-hour run in the morning, because it's night right now for me, and just get to 10 as soon as we can. Just had to make a quick stop back to the coal farm. And I think that should be everything that I need. So I'm at 5 hours officially. So now I'm halfway there. And I used, like 3 shulker boxes of bone blocks. And here's 4 more. So now I'm actually going to tie it. I'm going to do 1 shulker box of bone blocks, which is 9 shulker boxes of bone meal, and see how long that lasts in the farm. The 1 shulker box of bone blocks, which is 9 shulker box of bone meal, lasted for almost exactly 1 hour and 30 minutes. And there's 10 hours. So, go ahead and let it finish breaking that, then I'll turn off the duper and we'll see what kind of drops we got. Perfect. Very nice. So each double chest holds 3,456 blocks. Now we just need to count the double chests. So 29. Let's go ahead and take some blocks out of the hoppers to see how many. Go ahead and fill the other double chest is what I'm saying. There we go. That's all the hoppers empty. Now we actually had only 2.5 empty double chests of wood. So that's 32.5. Is that right? Here's the half. We're going to be generous and call this a half. 32.5 double chests of spruce logs, which is 112,320. That's over 11,000 spruce logs per hour. That is very good. Way better than I expected. And I don't think I'll need spruce logs for a very long time. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and all the other YouTube things. See ya.